So this is going to be the high ticket closing mastery. This is how you become a sales G. Now, every business, right, it needs a closer. Doesn't matter whether you're B2B, B2C, selling to other businesses, selling to customers, you need a good closer because without a closer, you're not going to close your deals, all right? And we're talking high ticket, like 2, 10, even 20K. If you can close that, and you know how to do it, you go about it the right way, you'll be closing so many deals. If you're a business, I would recommend hiring a closer if you don't want to learn all this. There's many ways to do it. Just, find them. There's so many closers about. We can implement them into your systems as well. Hire some closers, bring them in so they can, bring you some more money. Because at the end of the day, that's what you need as a business. It's literally just money. Like if you have a bad closing rate, let's say your closing rate is like 10, 15%. That is like so many deals that you're missing out on that you could be making money, but you're not. And this is an art, right? It's not just you go on a laptop, hey, okay, do you want to buy my product? Oh, okay, you don't want to? Well, no, there's ways to go about it. There's objection handling, there's tonality, there's so many things to, get into. So let's get right into it. Phase one, this is the intro, right? This is where most people start off and they make common mistakes with their tonality and just like the intro, the general part of it. A lot of people mess up here. So, if you have a pointless conversation, right? I see this all the time. If you're over enthusiastic, like, hey man, how's it going? Okay, so I'm about to sell to you, and they can feel it, all right? They can feel the commission breath, all right? It's not a good look. No friendly chit chat, all right? You can because people mistake chit chat with like building rapport. Like you're not building rapport, you're just, it's pointless conversations like, oh, did you watch the match last night? The game? Oh yeah, football. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Bro, what are you talking about? The whole point of this conversation is to sell to them. All right? You're not here to just have banter and all that. It's good to make jokes, develop friendship, but at the end of the day, authority is what's going to make them buy from you. Like think about it. A doctor would never do this. You wouldn't go in a doctor's office and be like, and the doctor would be like, yeah, how's your day been, man? Yeah, yeah, you're right. Like, they wouldn't do that. You come in, they diagnose you. They diagnose your problem. That's literally what it is. With sales, with closing, you're diagnosing their problem and you're coming to a solution to help them overcome that problem. That's literally all it is. If you're too friendly, it's going to lower your authority, which is a very bad look. And people mistake being liked to actually want them to buy you. Like, if that was the case, you would buy from your family, your friends. You don't do that. They would buy from you. That's not how it works. You buy from someone that you see as an authority that you think can help you. So to start off, you should be like, "Hey man, how's it going? You right? Okay, should we get straight into it? All right. So I'm looking. I saw that you're looking to improve, whatever, whatever. You don't spend too long in the intro just like talking about pointless stuff. All right. The trust is linked to wanting to buy. If they trust you, like you would trust a doctor to give you the right medicine. That's why you go to him. You don't just go out there finding your own medicine. Does that work? Oh, let me do some research. I mean, you can, but that's not the point. All right. Next bit, your attitude. All right. What made you book a call today? What are you looking to achieve on our call? You have to draw the motivation behind the call. So, tell me, Jack, what actually, brought you to this call today? And they're gonna open up to you. All right. You don't sell them on your excitement. Like, yeah, I'm looking to sell to you. You have to adopt a curious tone and question their motive. So, Jack, like, what actually made you reach out today? What made you book on a call today? You have to be curious, right? That is your attitude with this. When you're closing, you have to sound curious, all right? The first 10, 15, even 20 minutes, depending how much they open up, you're looking for their current scenario, all right? The problems, what have they tried, what didn't work, where they want to be. Establish the gap, all right? That's literally the first 10 to 15 minutes of the call. Tonality is very important, all right? Because there's multiple ways to say something. Like it says there, Jack, 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 Jack. There's multiple ways to say things, all right? You don't just speak in the same way the whole time. You have to sound curious. You have to sound like you're questioning. You have to sound, just different tones in your voice and really help establish that. It makes them open up to you in a way because emotion is conveyed through tonality, all right? If they notice a change of perception in your words and attitude, they're they're gonna open up to you a lot more than that over the top sales voice, like hey, so what you looking to buy today? Okay, cool. We actually have this, this, and this. They're going to build sales resistance. You don't want sales resistance on a sales call, all right? It sounds counterintuitive, like you're selling, but you're not selling. You're just diagnosing a problem. That's what a lot of people get wrong. Don't have a super enthusiastic frame, and do not be labeled as a salesperson. They know they'll be sold to, like that's why they're on the call. But you're gonna drop their guard a lot more if they know that they're just, they're here to talk to you about their problems and maybe find a solution. That's all it is. Don't trigger any sales resistance, objections. You can prevent them, all right? The best solution to an objection is prevention. It's not handling it. Obviously, if it comes to it, obviously handle it, but the best solution is prevention. The best tonality to use is mirror the objective that you have, which is to close them, but be detached from the close. Do not do not just think I have to close them. You have to have an abundance mindset. If you detach yourself from the call and be like, okay, listen, yeah, I don't need to sell you this. Like, there's other people that really want this, and it's not a big deal if you don't close. If you have that mindset, don't say that to them. But if you have that mindset, it's gonna be a lot easier for you to lower their guard, reduce sales resistance because they just see you as like they're just another booked call in your calendar. They're not like, oh, we really need this person to improve our business. We really need that. We really need the money. If they can smell your commission breath, you won't make any money. That's literally all it is. And a lot of people they develop this hostile start. Like sometimes a prospect will come on the call, be like, "Give me your pitch. What do you have to sell to me? Why should I go with you?" And like, do not get defensive, all right? Take a step back because you're here to diagnose their problems. You're not here to just be like, oh, listen, mate, I'm trying to sell you this. Like, why are you on this call if you don't want to be so? Like, don't do that, all right? Do not fight fire with fire because at the end of the call, you're gonna get let me think about it, and then they'll never come back another call, and you'll get ghosted. That's what happens. So you can say something like, well, I'm not quite sure you should go with this yet, because I'm not sure where you're at or if you're a good fit. So what I'll need to do is ask you a couple questions to understand what you're actually looking for. Does that sound fair enough? And they'll be like, yeah, okay, I get that. So that's how you drop their guard from a hostile start. Now, phase two is the info gathering. This is where you bring the emotion out of your prospect. This is the part where you can really make them like almost cry if you bring out enough emotion, bring out enough pain points. This part is very important, right? Do not overlook this part. Your line of questions. You have to let the prospect come to the decision on their own. This is called collaborative closing, all right? You're not the closer. They have to come to the decision that they want your product. It's their choice. With the line of questions, you can literally manipulate them into thinking, I really need that. Like, it will make it more easy because you don't need to like force it. You don't need to be like, oh, okay, yeah, but you do need this, right? Like, you do need that. No, you make them come to their own conclusion that they really need that. All right. And the best way to do that is by never assuming. Never say, oh, okay, I assume you're broke, right? I assume you need help with this. I assume this. I assume you do that. No, don't assume, all right? You have to ask questions. When they open up, they'll literally come to the conclusion themselves that they need your offer or your service, product, whatever. So ask them things like, what was it like before? All right. Like, let's say you're selling a closing offer to help people make more money with closing. What is it like being broke? Like, obviously, don't say that, but what is it like having no money? Having, you know, what is your past like? Tell me a bit more about your past. Where are they at right now? Their present. What are you struggling with right now? And then you can understand where they want to be, how soon, establish the gap, etc. Some questions you can say, how did you come across this product, this service? How did you come across it? Tell me a bit more about that. And they'll be like, oh, stumbled it upon an ad on YouTube, Facebook, whatever. They'll tell you how. And then you say, what stood out to you? And they say, yeah, you know, I really want to make money with this. I'm not in a good financial situation right now. And they say, what made you reach out? They could say something like, oh, I just am not happy with my financial situation. I want to improve it. I want to get to there. And then say what you're looking to achieve with this call, and they'll tell you what they actually want to achieve, where they're looking to be. All right. You didn't like force it out of them. You didn't say, oh, I assume you're looking to make money with this, right? Which is a mistake that a lot of people make. You just ask them what you're looking to achieve, and they'll say it to you. You never assume. All right. That's the biggest red flag in closing. How have they tried to overcome the issue in the past? If you're broke, What do you do? Oh, maybe I've started a marketing agency. I've tried to get 2 jobs. I tried to get 5 jobs. I tried so many things. All right, time frame of their solution. How quick do you want to, you know, provide a solution to your current problem? And they'll say, the next 6 months, the next year, I really want to do this by X amount of time. And then say, what are the consequences of failing to take action? Because if you fail to take action, you are going to be in the same place. Don't tell them that they're going to be in the same place. Let them realize it themselves. Be like, so, like, what would happen if you don't achieve this in the next 6 months? And they'll literally open up to you. They'll be like, oh, man, I'll be in a very bad state. Oh, they'll be depressed. They'll be like, you're extracting emotion, all right? So, after you finish doing all that, you recap, summarize, and restate. So, Jack, you stumbled upon this offer because you're looking to make money. You're not happy with your current job, and you want to make 10K in the next 6 months, 10K per month, really be able to take care of your kids, your family. Is that correct? Recap it so they can actually understand and they know that they're being listened to. People buy from people that know that they're listening to them. And they will also make them open up a lot more. So always extract emotion. All right. Again, back to the detachment. You don't care whether they buy or not. You have to position yourself as the guide, not the dictator, because you're guiding them towards the solution. You're not telling them to go to the solution. All right? I'm just going to guide you, ask you questions. If you feel like it's good for you, go ahead. And they're going to realize that. You don't tell them, buy this because you really need it. No, that's not how you go about closing. So the PPF, right? Past, present, and future. What have they actually tried? Again, where are they at in their current journey? Where would they like to be? Why? Why do they want to be there? Because of I want to take care of my wife. I don't have enough money to, for my mortgage. Okay, when? By when do you want to achieve all of that? They're not just going to tell you that, all right? The best way to do it, like I said, ask the right questions, pay attention to their answers, and prompt up with layered questions, like emotionalize the response. So if they say, "Oh, I don't wanna, I can't take care of my wife, I can't, my kids are, all this mortgage, blah blah, so many financial issues." How does that make you feel, Jack? How, like, what's your life like? How does that make you feel? And they're gonna emotion, right? It's all emotion with sales. You have to emotionalize their response because if someone has a problem, that doesn't equate to desired change. You have to create a timeline and emotionalize the problem. If you don't do this by X, what is your life going to look like? That's all it is. And your questions have so much power. Like people don't get that. You can cement your authority, build trust, and build rapport in an authoritative way, not a friendly way, authoritative way, just by asking the right questions. Because when you ask the right questions, they don't even know what their problem is. They don't know how bad their situation is. But when you open their eyes up, when they actually vocalize and express their problems, they see you as the expert. All right. And you can control the flow really well of the conversation with this. If you identify the problem, create a timeline for the solution, and ask them, like, can your product or service help? Like, do you think this is the solution that would help you? And they'll say, yeah, man. Like, if they've opened up enough and you've actually got enough pain points out of them, they will say, yes, this will help me because you're emotionalizing their response. People don't buy based off logical thinking, all right? They buy from impulsive decisions. And if you emotionalize their problems, they'll become very impulsive. So it's more likely that they'll buy. This is literally similar to a doctor, right? The doctor asks questions and cements his authority. You see the doctor as the authority figure because he's asking you the right questions. So, what is this pain in your leg like? Because sometimes it's from the knee. It's not actually, or like your hip. It's not actually from the actual leg. It's like in your hip. But they don't know that the problem comes from their hip. They just think it's a pain in their leg. But as the doctor asks you questions, you'll see him as an authority because, oh yeah, yeah, it might actually be from my hip. Yeah, like, oh, I need to do some more stretching, some more mobility work. So it's similar to that in a way. One thing you shouldn't do, like a lot of BizOp, FBA, econ programs, they, like I said, never assume, right? They always assume the prospect situation. Oh, you probably hate your job. You probably want to make 10K a month. You don't know how much they want to make. Some people just want to make enough to get by. Some people want to make 5K a month. Some people want to make 50K a month. You never assume, all right? You ask the right questions to get the answer out, the prospect. they might, just want a side income instead of actually fully quitting their job. Never say, oh, so, I assume you want to quit your job, right? Oh, no, 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 I just want a side income. Boom. You've immediately lost your authority because you assumed and you were wrong. So never assume, all right? You can even assume and you get it right. It's still wrong. Do not assume. Let them open up to you. You have to identify the circumstances first with questions like, again, what have you tried in the past? How long have you tried to do it? Do you enjoy what you do for work? Make them open up to you. That is, if you take one thing from this closing framework, it's that pain points, pain points, pain points, make them open up to you. And like I said, people buy from people that they feel like understand them and actually listen to them because that builds trust, all right? You never sell a prospect on your agenda. Like, let's say in the gym, if you go in the gym, not everyone wants to be this big bulky bodybuilder, right? They just want to be in shape, they just want to stay fit, they just want to, be healthy. And same again, like if you see a really muscular person, they might not want to lose that fat. They might want to keep building on muscle, right? So you never assume. You have to actually ask the right questions. Like salespeople forget what the prospect is saying as they're too focused on what to say next. All right, like you're too focused. Okay, let me look at my script. So okay, this. No, you pay attention based on what they say and you develop a response based on that. So essentially, the clues that you need to close them are literally in what the prospect says. It's the prospect's words that will make you close them. So if you need to ask a clarification question, all right, this is a form of active listening. Oh, so you mentioned that you work in a supermarket, right? Like, is that correct? And they'd be like, yeah, I do. Like I said that 10 minutes ago, but you remember that, right? This is a form of active listening because they know that you're listening. You're not just there to like follow a script and sell them on some bullshit, all right? Never assume, let them open up, and yeah, don't use a script. Like only use the framework. If you can develop a good framework, you're set to go. All you need is just to use and mold your framework based on what the prospect says. All right. And a big one as well, do not butt in on like, don't just let them finish their sentences, all right? Slow down, let them speak because some people they have long pauses when they speak. Like they'll say, "Yeah, I really hate my job, man." But oh, okay, so you hate your job? No, shh, bro, let them speak, all right? Let them finish so they can get more pain, more emotion, all right? Don't just rush. If you rush, you're gonna not get the sale. If the prospect yaps, now this is a very big one, right? Because some people just talk and they talk and they talk and they talk and they go off on a tangent, all right? You can interrupt them by using restatements, or one that I like to use, just mute my mic. So, oh, sorry, can you hear me now? And they'll stop talking, they'll stop yapping. That's a very good one. You can also interrupt by saying, "What did you? Oh, sorry. What do you mean by X, Y, Z? Can you tell me more about X, Y, Z?" Like just interrupt, but still ask the right questions to get even more of an emotionalized response out of them. Don't ever be silent, all right? Don't just they're talking and you're just there like, okay? You have to show non-verbal agreement. While they're talking, be like, okay. Oh yeah, yeah. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. Just like it's just slightly, just so they can understand that you're actually listening, all right? And if they like let's say they don't yap, they just provide surface level responses, like they're very blunt, which a lot of prospects are. Your job as a closer is to dig deeper. All right. How did you feel when this happened? Why? Like, how did that make you feel? Is there a reason for that? Like, and how did that make you feel? You can only connect the dots looking backwards, not forward. You don't know what they're gonna say. You connect your next question based on what they said 5 minutes ago. That's how it works. That's the best way to do it. So with the questions, let's get into the questions. Where are they at right now? You have to get the clearest, crystal clear, the clearest possible image of their present situation. All right? The most accurate. Where are they at? Why is that a problem? Why do they want to change? So, let's say an SMMA example. So, Jack, do you currently track your outreach? Yeah, sometimes. Not really, if I feel like it. And then follow-up question. Okay, and how exactly are you doing that? And they'll just give you the response, and then you say a layered question. So, what kind of progress have you seen by doing this? You see what I mean? Like, they're gonna realize I'm not making any progress because I don't track my outreach. And they're gonna come to the conclusion I need to track my outreach. But they didn't know that because they haven't actually spoken it. When they vocalize their problems, people realize them a lot easier. let's say lead generation. All right. How are you currently generating leads? What returns are you seeing on that? What caused you to choose them? And what are you looking to change now? Or I'm looking to change up my systems. Yeah, yeah, it's not really working because I'm not getting enough leads. The lead quality is very bad. The quantity is very bad. Yeah, yeah, blah blah blah. They're gonna tell you more if you ask the right questions. And you can ask a lot of probing questions, like what has actually worked for them in the past. Let's say Facebook ads. What was their decision making process? They might have had a mentor. What's working for them right now? Nothing. Oh, if a mentor worked for you in the past, maybe you need one now. And why they're looking for something else right now to get from A to B. If you get all these questions out and you actually connect the dots, you're going to close them a lot easier because collaborative closing, they'll basically close themselves. You have to dig deeper into very, very hard topics, all right? If they open up to you, like, oh, I'm depressed, yeah, not making enough money, just not feeling my best right now, my mental health is really poor. Prompt the questions, all right? What do you mean by that? Oh yeah, like I just wake up and I don't feel like doing anything. I just sit on my phone in my bed and oh it's horrible, man. And what does that like what does that look like for you like over the past months? What did that actually look like? Yeah, it was terrible, man. I couldn't really make any money and my motivation was really low. And you say, how do you feel about that? Oh, I just felt terrible, man. I feel like I really want to change and actually make a really big changes now. And then say, just so I have a better understanding, boom, boom, boom. You keep asking questions, all right? Because most prospects have their walls up and they hate being sold to. It's your job to guide them along by bringing out the emotion. If you don't bring out the emotion, they are simply not going to close. Time frame, all right? This is very important. If you establish the gap, you can use that by asking the right questions and extracting the time frame and the importance, the urgency, the sense of urgency, all right? Be like, Jack, I know you mentioned you've been putting off solving um, your financial issues, but why is it so important to you now? Oh, it's important to me now because, yeah, just blah, blah, blah. They're going to waffle, right? Let's say you don't solve this problem. What would that look like for you then? Oh, my life would be terrible, man. Yeah, I really don't want to be in that situation. I've been holding this off for like 5 months, but yeah. So why have you been holding off? What actually caused you to make this change now? And they're going to open up even more. All right, this makes the prospect explain, visualize in their head, and dive deep in their emotions. This will literally force them to understand the weight of their problems. And like I said, prospect buys on emotion, so this ties in very well. Like, and with collaborative closing, the customer needs to make the decision. All right, they need to own their problem. I'm in this situation because of me, and then they ask for the solution. You don't tell them the solution. If you bring up enough pain points, they'll say, "How do I fix this problem?" And then you can say, "Whatever, whatever." Like the customer has to feel like they're in control, but they're really not because you're asking the right questions to control the conversation. But they feel like they're in control because in their head it's like, yeah, I'm in a bad situation. Okay, this is the answer. This service, I'll do that. They feel like they're in control, but you literally guided them there, if that makes sense. You have to empathize and be like, yeah, I understand. I totally get you, man. And be like, why do you understand? You can tell a story, be relatable. Oh yeah, back in the days, like I was in a similar situation to you, man. And what I did was X, Y, Z, and I fixed my situation. Boom, that's it. You're relatable. They more of a rapport is built by doing that. And then ask the follow-up question: if there was a way to do X, how would that make you feel? It would make me feel amazing, man. Yeah, my life would be sorted. I'll be chilling. And then, why does it make you feel like that? Because if I feel if it's fixed, then I can do this, this, this. You can make them open up so easily with the right questions. Now let's get into goal setting. After you extract the pain points, you have to get into goal setting. This is where the future pacing happens. This is where you really get to understand what they're looking for, what they're looking to get out of the product or service that you're selling. So Jack, where do you hope to be in the next 2 to 3 months in terms of your lifestyle? And they'll say, yeah, man, I really want to, travel, take my girl out to more dinners, do all this, I've had more money, I'll be doing X, Y, Z, blah, blah, blah. Then say, do you believe you could do that tomorrow based on your current financial situation? No, man, I really can't. Why not? Because blah, 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 blah. Emotion, emotion, emotion. How does that make you feel though? Because blah, blah, blah. More emotion. That is the name of the game. What do you feel like you need to do to make that a reality and actually start XYZ? They're gonna sell yourself on the business model. Yeah, I really want to get in this program, bro. Yeah, I want to really start making money because it'll help me do this in the next 2 to 3 months. My lifestyle will be so much better. It all ties in, all right? And then say, is there a way you could stay in your current position and possibly be able to achieve that lifestyle? And that's like the tip of the iceberg. Like, no, there's no way. Like, if I actually live the same lifestyle, if I don't invest in this, I'm going to be in the same position. And when they say that, they're gonna understand that. And then you can ask, are you willing to make this change now? Because if they say yes, they're committed. You can tie them down with the commitment. If they say yes, there's no doubt in their head that this service is what they need. And then you can say, let's say this works out for you in the next 2 to 3 months. What kind of financial goals do you think you'd achieve? Or maybe 5 10K a month. Okay, then you build a gap. Is there a bigger goal you would want to achieve apart from replacing your current income? Or the 5 10K months, and they'll say, yeah, 20 30K. And then you can say, you can challenge them. Oh, you just went from 5 to 30K. I mean, that's a very big difference. Like, what would your life look like if you could, make 30K per month? Or like what actually made you, reach such a big number? Oh, because I also want to do this, I want to blah blah blah, I want to go in private jets, whatever. They're going to sell the lifestyle to you. All right? If you can challenge that, you get a better response. Simple as. And like I just said, you've jumped from X to X. Why exactly is that? They're going to tell you the difference in 5K per month, what they can achieve with 30K. And if they don't say that, you can say, oh, but you said you wanted to, fly in private jets. Do you think you could do that, making 5K per month? And they'll be like, oh, no, no, no. So, yeah, I guess maybe 20, 30, 50K per month. Okay, that makes more sense now. A lot more sense. Do you think you'd be able to do that while making 2K per month? No, man, I don't really, no, I don't see myself being able to do that. This will ground them in their reality and they'll understand that they're in a very bad situation. They're going to feel the weight, like the weight of their problems. They're going to feel it. Emotion, 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 all right? So, what would your life look like if you couldn't do that? If you couldn't travel, take your girl out on nice dates, what would that look like for you? This brings out even more emotion. They're just pouring their hearts out to you at this point. Like they're locked in. They're gonna buy, but you're still going. If you were stuck in the same job working in that supermarket for the next year, how do you think that would affect your progress in terms of reaching those 5, 10, even 50K months? Oh yeah, I can't do it by myself. Yeah, I need help. Boom, they're locked in. So would you say that hitting 50K per month will take you from A to B in terms of financial security and being able to tie back what they said, tie back their lifestyle choices? So do you think, that'll let you fly those private jets and, drive those nice cars and, get a nice house? Yeah, man, yeah, I feel like it would really help me if I could do that. Boom, they're locked in even more. They're locked in, that's it. They see the burning building situation, but it's also emotionalized their desire ice cream truck situation. Because as you know, people are more likely to run away from a burning building than to actually run towards an ice cream truck. The pain is stronger than desire to change. If they want ice cream, yeah, not today, maybe tomorrow. Yeah, I'm not really sure. But if you're in a burning building, you're gonna run, bro. You have no choice, all right? If you make them understand that they're in a burning building situation, they're going to find a way to escape it. It's just that's it. But you have to develop that visualization of them being in the burning building in the first place. If you don't ask the right questions, you can't. They'll think they're in a normal house just chilling. Oh, ice cream truck. Maybe next week. That's what it's gonna be. You don't want that. You have to sell the customer on the model. It's useless selling a service to a customer that doesn't believe in what you're selling. So the way you can do that, ask questions like, why do you believe this program is better than a competitor's program, let's say? Why do you believe e-commerce or SMMA or closing, why do you think that will get you these kind of results? And they'll say, yeah, because I really like the way you guys do it. I like, this, 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 this. You can utilize your questions and basically figure out why they're inquiring and why they don't want to go with other business models. And that also prevents that I need to think about the objection because if you say, why do you think that's better than that? They're not going to say, oh, it's not. No, That one's way better. They're not gonna say that. All right. So this will prevent the, should I go with you guys? Do I really want this program? No, that's gonna prevent it completely. One thing a lot of people make mistakes on is they list the deliverables. They list what the service or product actually offers. No one cares, all right? People buy on results. They don't buy on what they actually get. If someone's buying a fitness program, they don't buy it because it's like an app I can track my calories and blah blah blah. No, they buy it because they want to get fucking shredded, bro. They want to get big. They want to get ripped. They want to lose weight. They want to gain weight. Whatever. They buy it based on a result, not the features, the benefits, whatever. Nothing like that. I will take you from A to B. I will get you from 2K per month to 10K per month. It's not so we offer coaching program, we offer this, we offer a mentors, blah blah blah. We offer this, we have group calls, we have coaching, blah, blah. No one cares, all right? Sell on the result. Eric, if you had a community to hold you accountable, along with 5 weekly Zoom calls, do you think that would achieve you? Like, do you think that would help you achieve your 10K per month goal? Yeah, man. Yeah, I feel like that would really help me. Why? Oh, because I feel like yeah, having those group calls every week is gonna really help me learn more and be more consistent and hold me accountable. Blah blah blah. And he's gonna sell himself. That's what I mean by collaborative closing. They're gonna sell themselves as to why they actually need the service. Now, phase three, the pitch. This will let you seamlessly close the lead without any pressure because a lot of people they fumble the pitch. They get nervous. Like especially if it's a high ticket program. Like I'm about to ask this person for $6,000, $10,000, even 2,000. Like I'm asking another person to pay me $2,000. All right. People find pressure in that, but it shouldn't because if you've done those previous steps right, it should be seamless. Like I said, do not stress. Calm, collected. The questions you have asked so far has led to this point. If you've asked the right questions with the right tonality and uncovered the right pain points, asked the right questions, everything, blah, 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 extracted the right emotion, you will be successful in closing the lead. Unless something crazy happens, like their house explodes and their computer dies, whatever, bro, you're gonna close them, all right? At this point, you should have a clear understanding of their problems, their circumstances, past, present, future, their pain points, everything. You need to have it all dialed in. There should be no like gaps. Like, what about this? What about it? No, no gaps. You know everything. So, Eric, you mentioned earlier you were going through, a financial problem, and you were depressed. You couldn't get out of bed. Like, and that's how it's affecting you. First, you tie in the emotion. Then you offer the solution. Tell them what your company does. We actually help you. Like we have coaches, mentors. We would help you. Make that 5, 10K per month. We offer this so we can fix this. We offer X so we can fix Y. You break the solution down to simple step-by-step points. Don't ramble, don't waffle because they don't care, they're going to lose interest. Logical and emotional appeal is necessary before stating the price. Logical doesn't make sense based on their current situation and doesn't make sense based on their current emotions. If they don't have the emotional appeal, they're not going to buy. Simple as. So, Jack, does that solution feel like, what you're looking for? Do you think that would help you? And they'll say yes. If they say yes, they're locked in even more. If they say no, you've done something wrong. Then follow up with a why. Look, why do you think that would help you? Make them say it out loud. If they say it out loud, if they speak it into existence, it's a 99% chance you're going to closing. And this will also help you out with underlying objections if you ask the right questions before they give the objection. So, do you see anything wrong with you moving forward with this today? If you move forward today, where do you see it going wrong? Still use why. If they say something like, I don't see it going wrong. Why is that though? Oh, because I feel like this is the perfect opportunity. Do you see it go wrong? Yeah, I see it going wrong, man. Why? Oh, because this, and that, and then you're gonna uncover the objection. Because modern customers don't want to be pushed. They want to be asked, heard, understood. They want to trust you. They, it all ties in. Now, when you actually state the price, you change your vocabulary. All right. Don't use words like contract. Oh, it's a contract I have to sign. Oh, I'm tied down to a contract. No, it's an agreement. Shake hands. Agreement. Don't say price. It's an investment. Because price is a very bad word to use in sales. The price of this TV is 2,000. Okay, but what does this TV even get me? I can just watch television and waste time. The price of this t-shirt is 400. Okay, but it's just a t-shirt. Like I can buy one for 20. Like, do not say price, say investment, because this what you're selling is most likely an investment. The program is an investment. It will help them get from X to X, from X to Y, from A to B. It will help them. All right. It's not like price is just, oh, this costs. It's not a cost. It's an investment because they're gonna see a return on the investment. If they say price, they'll think, oh, it's like a one-time thing. I won't really get anything out of it. So make sure you always say investment. And after you drop the price, be silent. The investment for this program will be $10,000. Do not ramble about because this is a very bad thing that a lot of closers do. The price of this program is $10,000, but if that doesn't suit your situation, we can do 5,000 split into two payment plans, 1,000 per month for 10 months. Shut up, right? Be quiet, bro. The price of this program is $10,000. This is where you allow them to process the price, and you state it with confidence, right? Don't mumble. So yeah, the price will be $10,000. Hmm? 10,000, did you say? What? No. The price of this program will be $10,000. Confidence. Say it with chest. Now, phase four, this is very important because this is where the objections come in. You can learn how to maneuver around the toughest objections. I don't have the money. It's too expensive. You isolate the objection. So, John, I completely understand, but if you had access to this kind of money, would this be something you'd see working for you? Yeah, man, yeah, I feel like it could work, yeah, because, yeah, blah, blah. Why though? Because, blah, blah, yeah, bring out more emotion. Even during an objection, you're looking to bring out emotion. Okay, I see. And how do you think you'd resolve this issue so you're able to actually achieve your 10K per month goal? Now they become creative. Oh, I can ask my family, I can get a bank loan, I can do this, I can maybe get the money like that. You open up their mind, they become more creative, all right? Then you can say, we've actually helped previous clients in a similar situation to you with, you know, $500 per month for a year. Like, would that be something you're open to? Or like $1,000, $2,000 split into six, whatever. You don't say that when you state the price. You don't say, oh, the price of this program is 10,000. But, if that doesn't suit you, no. You wait for the objection and then you handle it. That's how you do it. Because if you say, would that be something you're open to? This forces the prospects to prove it. They're not going to say, oh, I mean, I don't have 10K, but 500 a month, I can't do that either. No, because 500 a month is very affordable compared to $10,000. Like most people don't have $10,000 just lying around. And a big thing as well, if they see it as a priority, they don't have any financial objections because everyone has money. They will spend it on something. They spend it on food, going out, drinking, restaurants, nightclubs. They spend it all the time on clothes, shit they don't need. All right. If you have a financial objection, it's not that. It's more of a smokescreen for, I don't really see that as a priority. I don't see this program, this service as a priority, as something I need. Because everyone has money. They can pull it out somewhere. They can get a bank loan. They have some in their savings, but they told you that they don't have any because the actual bank account has like $100. They have like 5,000 in their savings. They just don't see it as a priority because if they see it as a priority, like I need this, I need it, they will take out their whole savings, brother. Trust me, they will do that. I need to think about it. That is probably the most annoying objection because it means you messed up somewhere during the call. All right. So take accountability, realize your mistakes after the call, watch your back, be like, where did I go wrong? You either misunderstood the prospect, their pain points, their problem, the solution wasn't clear, you spoke too much, something went wrong. All right. It's like a game of chess. If you lose a game of chess, you did a wrong move somewhere. All right. And even if you win the game of chess, even if you close them, there's still things you can improve on. All right. So when the prospect says, I need to think about it, the reality is they don't trust you, they don't trust the solution, they don't think they can help them, they don't believe in themselves, they don't believe that they can do the work to actually change and go from X to Y. They don't believe that, and they don't trust themselves to be able to do that. So prevention was better than treatment. Like I said, prevention of objections is a lot better than actually treating them because treating them is like it's a whole thing. So if you create urgency behind the inaction of the solution, they're not gonna be like, I need to think about it. Because what is there to think about if I'm gonna be in the same crap situation for the next year, for even my whole life? Why would I want to do that? So if they say I need to think about it, you didn't establish the gap. You didn't establish the consequences well enough. If they do not act, then what will the consequences be? You have to highlight. You obviously it's better if you prevent it, but if you can treat it in this way as well, still works. Highlight the cost of inaction. Do not offer a discount, because this will just, cause sales resistance to spark up in the prospect. It's gonna make you seem like desperate. It devalues your service. Like, oh, this costs 10,000, but he's very desperate for the commission, so he's offering it for 5,000. Don't downsell them in those situations. Only downsell for financial objections. So clarify with questions like, has your current decision making process up to this point led you here? Like, let's say they're at the gym. Has like your diet, the way you eat, your lifestyle, has that led you to be 20 pounds overweight? Yeah, it has. Yeah, I've not been eating the best. I've not been going to the gym as much, which has made you feel obviously upset, dissatisfied with your physique. It's made you feel depressed and all that. And I'll say, yeah, yeah, yeah. So for you to solve this problem and get results, do you believe you would need to view it from a different perspective to not feel like that anymore? And they'll actually open their mind up and be like, yeah, actually, in fact, maybe this is actually what I need. And that's how you do it. Another big objection. Can I pay after I see results? You say no. All right, take it lightly, remain calm, because a lot of people they want to just get it for free. You know, does this work? I'm not really sure if that works. Boom. That's still, you messed up someone during the call because they're not sold on the results that you can give them, which is very bad. Explain to them that the money they invest, yes, it's for us, like cool, everyone wins, but it's also for themselves to hold themselves accountable. If they pay those $10,000, they're going to be accountable because you just spend 10 fucking K, bro, on this service. Like, do you not understand? If you pay 10K, you're not gonna take days off. You're not gonna question it. You're just gonna do the work, and it's the best form of accountability. So at the start of the call, you say you want to achieve X by X date, and all you're doing now is putting money where your mouth is and leaving no room for plan B. That's literally it. If they have a plan B, they will ask for a refund or a pay per result. So it's your job as a closer to make them understand the investment is for them. It's not solely for the company, it's for them because it really is. And that was it. Hope you guys enjoyed. That was 43 minutes of absolute sauce. If you learned something, watch it back, learn a bit more. You might have not have caught everything. Make notes. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the next one.